Okay, what's up, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty, and you're watching my review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 8. Don't know what the fuck episode it is. But, let me just say this. I gotta make this a point to say this. Everybody knows that Kenya is not my favorite person on the show. She's not. Although she hasn't annoyed me as much. She's annoyed me a couple of times this season, but she hasn't really annoyed me as much. But I will say this. What I don't like about these women is that they will point the finger at Kenya for anything. They will point the finger at her for the war with on Iraq, for 9/11, for the motherfucking for global fucking warming, for ISIS attacks. They will blame her for any fucking thing. And what happened last night was not her motherfucking fault. And it fucking annoyed me to hear them say it was her fucking fault. And it's like they blindly looked over certain things just to say, well, we got a scapegoat. There's go Kenya. Let's go blame that bitch. It's not her fucking fault. I don't see how any of them could sit up there and blame her for what the fuck happened. So let me just put that on out there. These girls who are well over 40, with the exception of Portia and Shamir, they bring men back from the dinner. They met this guy named Oliver. They met Glenn and this other dude named Jerron. I believe that's what his name was. They bringing them back like they from the damn Bad Girls Club and motherfucking Real World. Like when did y'all just start doing shit like that? But whatever, they all go outside and get in the jacuzzi, and then Kim and Candy sit down on the sidelines watching everybody else talking like church aunties and shit. And Glenn walks over to Candy and he's like, "Congratulations, sweetheart," or whatever. And, you know, Candy don't really know Glenn, so she was like, "Well, okay, thank you." And he starts saying, where the attitude coming from? And I'm sitting up here like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then he starts saying, I don't want shit with you, and you know, all that bullshit, like I don't want shit with you, and I do anything long as I'm not disrespected and all of that shit. And I'm just sitting up here like, motherfucker, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you going off? And then my thing about it is that pissed me off, Regine, you can go off whenever to go off. You can have your remarks about every little thing, especially when it come down to Kenya. You can fix your motherfucking mouth to say anything about her and what the fuck she doing. But all this shit going on around you, and you ain't saying not a damn thing. This motherfucker practically is threatening Candy in some sorts of ways, and you ain't saying shit. You laughing it off like you don't understand the severity of it. So then we go over and we see Tammy over there swimming, and Kenya was like, she's over there lurking. So then that's when Glenn gonna say, don't say nothing about my auntie, and y'all bitch ass bitches and y'all hoes can't tell me shit, and say all that in front of Sheree and him. And he even said that Sheree had a motherfucking attitude. Like, don't nobody see how weird this motherfucker is acting? Like, nobody sees that. Okay, so Kenya goes over to the church aunties, Kim and Candy. She talks to them, and Kenya was like, he is so weird. And then that's when Candy was like, right, because he just started snapping at me. So then, you know, that's when Kenya was like, okay, I feel like he needs to leave. So I'm just going to let Tammy know, and then Tammy can deal with it. So Tammy comes over, and then Kenya tells Tammy that he snapped at her and he snapped at Candy, and she just feel like it's time for him to go because he's making everybody feel uncomfortable. So Tammy was like, if he was being disrespectful, then I'll handle it. So she walked over, and when they heard him calling the women bitches, that's when Portia was like, okay, the party over. She grabs Oliver and she walked away, and then she started saying, let me just escort him out before it gets out of hand, because everything was going fine until Kenya started with this nonsense. And I'm like, what nonsense did Kenya fucking start? Like, I don't get it. And Sheree, shut the hell up, because I don't give a fuck if she was tooting that ass in a circle for Glenn. At the end of the day, enough becomes a fucking enough. Yes, I believe she wanted to fuck Glenn at first. I do believe that, but in a matter of seconds, he becomes unfuckable because he look like a damn crazy ass idiot. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you saying, like, what the fuck are you saying, bitch? Like, I don't get how you can sit up here and make it seem like you don't see what the fuck he was doing. This motherfucker was going to fuck in on them with no motherfucking reason behind it. He was just going in for no motherfucking reason. And for y'all to sit up here and act like y'all don't see that shit is fucking beyond me. And for the finger to be pointed at motherfucking Kenya, don't make no sense. It don't make no fucking sense for the finger to be pointed at her. It don't make no sense. So, okay. They go back in the house. Tammy get ready to let him go. And Kenya was like, well, you know, you have rubbed everybody the wrong way. I really think it's time for you to leave. Phaedra, oh, you ain't rub me the wrong way. Sheree, you ain't rub me the wrong way. Are y'all kidding me? Did y'all not hear this motherfucker call y'all bitches and hoes? Did y'all not hear that? But yeah, y'all want to point the finger at Kenya. Kenya was actually doing y'all bitches a fucking favor. Are you kidding me? He snapped at Candy, and he snapped at Kenya. And if he would have stayed even longer, he would have eventually snapped on all y'all. He already called y'all bitches and whores in front of y'all, and y'all would act like he'd make y'all uncomfortable. Or unless y'all have selective hearing. Because I heard him call y'all bitches and hoes, and I saw y'all sit right there. So he starts throwing up these gangster signs and shit, gang signs and shit. Look, little bitch. I ain't got time for you, little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Coming up at Kenya like he was finna fight her. Then he takes Tammy and throws her ass to the other side of the room. And y'all mean to tell me y'all didn't feel uncomfortable, and y'all mean to tell me y'all gonna blame that on Kenya? Are you kidding me? I don't understand it. I don't understand that for nothing. And I'm really mad at myself because I'm trying to do this video because I just woke up and I can't scream as loud as I want to, and I'm very groggy right now. But it is what it is. I'm doing this the best way I can. But that fucking annoyed me when I saw Sheree, Portia, Phaedra, and Shamia in the room together, and they was just basically blaming Kenya, saying if you're not playing Kenya's game, then you got to leave. And Kenya was showing her ass for Glenn, but now she want him to leave. Did you not see how he attacked fucking Tammy? Did you not see how he ran up on Kenya? And y'all gonna blame that on her, saying she should have stayed in her place, or she should have minded her business? What business was it for her to mind, bitch? He did snap at her. He did go off on her. Y'all saw him when he did it. And Kim, yo, big wig wearing ass, you was sitting there when he went off on Candy, and you want to say that this gentleman wasn't disrespectful? Are you fucking kidding me? But y'all want to blame it on Kenya. That's not her fucking fault, man. Like, are you kidding me? Just like with the pillow talk, every fucking body pointed their fingers at Kenya like it was her motherfucking fault, when it really was not her damn fault at all. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Everything ain't that bitch fault. I don't get y'all. Everything ain't that bitch fault, but y'all think it is. Y'all act like it is. I don't get it. Oh my god, like, I don't get it. Like, these bitches have really annoyed me. I don't fucking get it. Everything Kenya fault. Everything always Kenya fault. Hell, this motherfucking mixer probably don't work because it's all Kenya motherfucking fault. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, we done ran out of paper towels. I guess it's all Kenya fault. Like, are you kidding me? Like, for real? Like, it's ridiculous. But the next morning, Candy leaves because after that night, it was too much for her, and she didn't want to put herself in harm's way, so she just decided to leave, and she needed to leave. Back in Atlanta, Kim was talking to her husband about Kenya, and she was like, she just felt like Kenya wanted to stir the pot again. But how did she want to stir the pot though? Like, I believe she was genuinely like afraid of Glenn, because I don't see why she would even want to stir the pot. Like, what reason would she have to stir it? Like, he was being aggressive, mad aggressive. He was being real disrespectful. So again, I don't see how the fuck you can sit up here and say that he was being aggressive, or no, say that she was stirring the pot. What the fuck pot was she stirring, bitch? What fucking pot was she stirring? Woo! These bitches got on my nerves. Okay, I don't really care about Portia and Oliver's date, because she was just sitting up here grinding and kissing and moaning and groaning and groping on Duke. Now she on this motherfucker. Okay, whatever. So let's talk about Kim and Kenya's confrontation. I just don't like how Kim is coming for Kenya. It just feels like Kim really don't like Kenya, and that's just what I have gathered. Like, she always has something to say about what the fuck Kenya doing, but she don't see what the fuck nobody else is doing. You know what I mean? Like, just like she tried to say Kenya was being messy with the whole Sheree and Tammy thing. And like I said, I was on the fence about that, because it could be perceived as messy, but at the same time, I understand why it happened. But I'm not feeling Kim and her one-sided ass judgment. You know what I mean? It's like she ain't trying to give Kenya no motherfucking chance, and I can't even believe that I'm looking at myself on this motherfucking camera defending Kenya's ass. But fair is fucking fair to me. And Kenya ain't did shit to Kim, and I just don't see why she feels the need to even be sitting up here discussing her like that. I really don't. And she could just have a seat. You know, she could just have a seat because she's really pissing me off. But that's all I gotta say about last night's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. My next review was Love and Hip Hop New York. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.